There can be only one podcast, and may it be the Prince of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
And I'm Wes.
And I'm Brandon.
Whoa!
A new challenger has entered the ring.
I'm telling you. A few things. The boneheads want to address.
Yes.
From last week's podcast.
Yes, I'm
okay,
thrilled.
So some vitriol was spat in the comments over your position of the moccasins, but
Yes.
you have been back
Yes.
and you've seen improvement.
Well, I thought that it went well. Interesting enough, we did go to a game Saturday.
Good.
And it was very, very full. A lot of cars. And the way the Civic Center is set up, it's not exactly follow the yellow brick road.
Right.
It's kind of twisty up. You don't have any lights. Right. You don't have anybody out there working. This is not like pay and park. You park for free, and then it's a little bit of an adventure. So we were following a couple of people, and I was telling my lady friend that I don't think we can get in this way we're following these other two people. But interestingly enough, the two people in front of us were like sponsors, and they were like, oh, you can just come in with us. But I had tickets. I'd paid for tickets, but I followed them in, and I had to avoid the whole front of the Civic Center. So that was like a VIP entrance.
Of course.
Well, that was nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
I have heard that it has gotten better. I've talked to a few people who also went this weekend.
Yep.
They listened to the podcast, and they thought that there was improvement they went the opening night too.
Okay.
They think there's been improvement because they've been to several since.
Nice.
So they've seen a lot. All right, slight interruption there. But anyway, we're back. And,
Yes.
They said it's been a lot better. Now, I wanted to say that to keep the moccasins, and because Brandon, you've been to how many games now?
This particular new season that has started recently, you're speaking of? The
Yes.
second. So none yet. But I have seen video and some really good pictures. And I see loads of
Thank you for your
family.
support.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think what they should
I
be
would
doing-
like to say that I have bought tickets. I just was not able to attend. So I made like a donation.
Okay, that's better than showing your support in the stands. All right, anyway, what I was saying is...
He's a silent partner.
He's a silent partner.
I'm an investor.
I think a free T-shirt day,
Yeah.
a free hat day, the cheap hat,
Yeah.
one of the little... But just give them cheap hat, cheap shirt. That way they get their icon out there.
Mm-hmm.
I also think they should rent one of these digital billboards that talk about what the next game is, when it's coming up, and
No
come
doubt.
see it.
Yep.
Like, hey, we're going to be at home against the whatevers this Thursday, or what,
Yeah.
and just keep it in the mind. Get the image out there. If everyone's going to wear their free T-shirt the next day,
Oh, absolutely.
on the weekend, because they love the mark.
Do they do the T-shirt cannon?
Yeah, well, yeah. But I'm just
Okay.
saying the first 1,000 get a free T-shirt day, or
That'd
the
be
first
good.
1,000 get the
Or the
cheap hats,
towels, like the terrible
the
towels?
or
Yeah,
something.
like
But
the
something
Steelers
that's
deal.
going to get them. Oh no. Bumper stickers. Everyone gets a bumper sticker.
Old school.
Just have it. Have your image.
Yep.
Have moccasins everywhere on
Yep.
people's shirts, on people's cars. It's free advertising.
Audio advice was great at that.
And then the billboard. Just doing the digital billboard talking about the next game.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
And if there's a special going on, it's Star Wars night. You know what I mean. That's what I want them to
Theme
do.
nights.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, can I say one thing?
Of course,
okay.
since you are such an expert in moccasins, please go ahead.
I have an autographed jersey and autographed stick from the first round of them coming through. What I would like to say about that is, well, I have a question. Do they have the blimp that they float around inside and then drop the ping pong ball? Dude, that was like a highlight. They could do it now so much easier with like the drones or whatever, but they would drop the ping pong ball down between each period, and you'd win a shirt or a hockey puck or whatever they gave away. That's how I won the hockey stick. They dropped the ping pong ball from a drone, but it was a blimp.
Drop a ping pong ball.
Ping pong, not golf, not a golf ball. Ping pongs are a lot lighter, but everybody's looking up. That's the whole thing. It flies around, gets everybody interacting. Okay, I guess. Maybe that's why they don't do it this time.
So I'm giving marketing advice, getting their image out there, and you're asking for Captain Kangaroo.
Well,
Or the grand prize game.
yes. And exactly, it put a smile on your face immediately when you thought about it. That's
Where
how
if you catch, you get a brand new.
you win
Schwinn
something.
bicycle.
Yeah, you can do bicycles, but I'm just saying you get
Or
a
a
free
cake from
you get
Roser's Bakery.
We're dropping, yeah, that too.
He was
But I
a
mean, if
former
you,
Bozo
yeah, he is a
as well.
former winner. That's what. That's,
Bozo and a bonehead.
yeah.
He was the kid playing at home.
I think you give away a really nice game jersey, for whoever gets the whatever. It's going to help people. It's going to keep interactive, keep them hanging around for the whole game.
Huh?
In the concession stand lines, you know.
Oh no, that's another thing. I want there to be a special Venom sauce
Oh, that's good.
that they put on their hot dogs, that they put on their hamburgers, that they maybe mix with their nacho cheese, or you can dip it in nachos or whatever. It's a sauce that they use, but you can only get it at Moccasin's games.
In the pit.
Because there needs to be some kind of special concession. Every baseball team has some special thing. The ice cream bucket.
So you want a lot of gimmicks.
Yeah, you want a moccasin.
I think that's what you need.
You want the logo
I
on
like
it?
that
Yeah.
Venom sauce. That Venom sauce is pretty spicy. Pretty good. You know that they're gonna say that.
I got
when
it.
they go
Yeah.
for it.
You put it on a ping pong ball, you drop it. Whoever gets it wins a sauce bottle of their choice. How venomy do you
This
want
dude
it?
really wants some balls dropped.
It's important
It's important that he catches
to
the
win
ball.
stuff. And for guys like yourself who are so much taller than the rest of society, you got a better shot.
All right. Speaking of grabbing balls, you guys went to the dinner theater. That I
Yes.
was in.
Is that it for our Moccasins recap?
No,
did
huh?
you wanna add
He
anything
is
else?
really, he's holding on to more.
Well,
Sorry, no, please go ahead.
I thought what they're doing, if you look at a lot of their Facebook posts, is they have a lot of volunteers. That's how that concession stand is running faster than previous, because
that's nice.
they had a lot of people working that concession stand.
And I was happy to hear from my nephew that all the concession stands are open, not just two.
It
There
was
you go.
multiple, yes.
Yeah, he said all of them were open. I said good, because if they only got two open on each end of the stadium, then they're
But I think that's where they're able to do it, because they're not. I don't know what their budget is.
okay. But they're doing a better job.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm going to everybody.
it was
I've talked
better
to
than
has
the
said nothing but
wrestling
good stuff.
event that I went to.
Huh. Oh man, I remember. I think I was there with you on that one. That's the one that we went to see Charlotte Flair and we missed her, right?
That's correct.
So you'll go support wrestling, but not the Moccasin.
not true. I read.
Okay.
Okay, I have been involved.
Not enough balls.
In
Charlotte
Moccasin-
Flair is not on the
Man.
Moccasin, so I get it.
I've been on the Moccasin ice, man. I have pushed the tire around the ring. I have been out there doing stuff. I'm just saying. I almost got hit in the face with a puck. I have the hockey puck.
You mean the first time around?
Yeah, but that's just
When
what
they
I'm
shut down
saying.
the team
I'm
for lack
coming
of
back,
support?
baby. I just haven't been back yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Silent partner.
Oh man,
I could feel the spirit.
I am full of spirit.
Venom sauce.
Yeah, venom sauce
Very
definitely. the way to
tasty,
go.
slightly spicy, not too spicy, but that way you're like, that has some zing to it. I like that. Venom
Yeah,
sauce.
fangs, like right on the bottle, so when you pour it out, it looks like it's dripping out.
The fangs come from the faucets when you squeeze them. It comes out the fangs,
Oh, even better.
like the little squirty ketchup.
You're really good. You're really good at this.
There you go. Well, usually it'd be sold behind the counter. They, if you want extra venom sauce, it's like cane sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cane sauce, but a little bit spicier.
Oh,
cane
when you
sauce
pump
has
it out, I got you. You pump like the ketchup
Yeah,
thing.
and it
Pump it,
comes
and
out
it
as
comes out of the
fangs.
fangs. Nice. You love
Yeah.
it. I can tell you're in.
I mean, I don't care how it comes out, but I'm just saying it's on hamburgers, it's on hot dogs, it's in nacho. They can add it to just about anything, and it's something unique. So you say, hey man, you can get that Venom burger tonight. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
let's get some. Yeah,
That-
high five you.
that extra,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
it's also about food is part of the experience
Absolutely.
when you're going there, and you want to, and you want to have it's part of the enjoyment and ambiance
I agree.
of the whole place. Not that they need help right now because they're brand new and the newness. But when that newness wears off, what do we still have? Hopefully, we have good stuff. So anyway, I'm hopeful,
I'm hopeful.
and you're hopeful.
I'm
too.
excited.
I'm hoping that when
I'm
they
excited.
take pictures on Facebook about attendance, they do a better job of not showing so many empty seats, though.
Well, they should take it a little bit. They should be like,
They should take it toward. They should
At least
alter
second
photos
period.
to take toward. Yeah, well,
or let
definitely when
let
everyone
people
the
get in
crowd's
there.
Take it
Yeah.
in the middle of the crowd. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So just work on their social media skills.
Yeah.
right. I hear there's some openings.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, that's it then. All right. Mister, I'm not going to talk much. You got to talk about this one. And then he wants to insert himself. All right, here we go.
Well, I wanted to insert myself. Brandon talked about balls so much.
I think I am trying to tell you that's a solid thing. I look forward to that.
Solid thing.
All right, so moving on. You guys saw the dinner theater.
Yes.
What'd you
I checked it out. It's all right. Yeah.
And
We had a good time.
it was a great night.
I thought-
y'all came on a really good night.
I'll just admit it's fine.
No, go ahead,
I'm
please.
teasing. No, man, it was great. It was fantastic.
Okay.
I told you my favorite part. I think. Can we talk about it? Like talk about not
I mean,
not
if
everything.
you want to talk about the girls' bodies, go ahead.
That was my second and third favorite part. My favorite part
Was your body.
the way that you yeah.
What was your favorite part? Go ahead.
Man, your walk that you had in place. I thought that you were at first I was like, man, this dude has to be on some type of like
Hoverboard?
type thing. Yeah. Because you looked like you were floating across the ground. It was awesome.
I will be honest. They had me go, and he said, "We're gonna do it without shoes." I went, "That's gonna look pretty lame." He went, "No, because if we can't hear you, then we can't hear the footsteps, and it's gonna look like you're." Right now, I can hear the shoe drop.
That makes
so
sense.
I know you're walking. If you're on socks, then you're not. I don't hear you walking, and you're gonna look like you're floating. And he was right. Every night, I had people ask, "Are you on rollers?" They didn't know how it was swooshing around. And I'll be honest, it was the cape was big, it was flowing. That was like a Batman cape.
Yeah,
that
and
cape
you
was really nice. And yeah,
you held it like you held it a certain way
Like
too.
a
with
giant
your
shower
arms.
curtain.
Yeah, it's like it's almost kind of like in Karate Kid, where not quite that shower curtainy. I'm just nothing. No, never mind.
not like
Sorry.
a shower curtain, but no, just the
about
way
that.
it draped around me. And I did practice my move. I tried to keep
was great.
even and move, but it looked like I was floating around. And I had a bunch of people going, "How are you doing that?" You know, and it happened every night. And I was glad that was the effect we were going for.
That's
and
perfect.
It worked out really well, and I'm happy about that.
I've been to several different dinner theaters like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've been to yours, and I'm just saying because I think it's your second year for it, right?
I haven't done anything in like almost a decade.
Really? I thought it was the same one. Hold on,
It was when the Moccasins were playing. That's when you're thinking.
I had bad information. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Wesley steered me
No, I
wrong
don't-
once
I don't
again.
do
Set
them
me up.
anymore, just because the missus is so busy with theater that I don't
That makes
have time.
sense,
And
yeah.
plus, it takes up a lot of my time.
Dude, I can imagine. Like Cassio's is where of course that building's
no,
gone.
that was me.
Okay,
No, I was at
all right.
Cassio's.
So then maybe that.
was
So
about
there
2
you go.
years ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But,
yeah,
it's been a little bit
But that
longer
was
than
we
that.
love it. I love it. And Kelly would have been there. She just wasn't feeling well, so she
That's
couldn't make
fine.
it.
That's fine. And you?
I thought it was great. I was very impressed.
Compliment on
I
something different than what I complimented on.
appreciated the personal touch you gave to everything that was directed toward
was
me.
good.
I
And
felt-
me, I got head rubs.
I did feel like the prettiest girl at the bar,
I'm telling you
even
what,
though you called out how large my head was,
I did.
and then other people called out how large my head
That
was. So
good.
that was
You can't
really
even
good.
Talk, your tongue's so big.
I heard we made Robin cry on our previous podcast
Yes,
where we
yes,
talked about her.
yes.
So,
Well, you
is there
know,
any other mean things?
Her
you wanna
time of
say?
the month is about 28 days instead of 7. She is
That's
she's
extended.
got a lot of hormones,
It's an
so
extended version.
she loves love.
Okay.
She's like a Care Bear.
I would usually rephrase it as she has a big heart.
Okay.
That's maybe a nicer way to say
You
it.
said
Well,
something.
you're a wordsmith.
I've used that.
You're
word.
a professional podcaster.
okay.
I'm an amateur.
Okay.
Did you get that word from me? I used that word before.
No.
Robin played Penelope, my third wife.
Gotcha.
She is
The 80s.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
She is a big ball of kindness.
Man, I thought
She's really good.
everybody
She did a
did
good
an
job.
excellent job.
And here's what she doesn't know: that she actually my first wife Eleanor, she actually read for her, and I thought she did an excellent job. She could have played any role. Robin could have. Robin doesn't think she would have played Eleanor well, but she would have been excellent at that role.
Yeah, she would
I
have.
thought-
Because she's kind of an old soul.
No, I'm fine with that, but I think she would have been perfect at it. The way she read for it, I wish people would have seen it, but she did a good job. And I mean, all the cast was fine. I enjoyed them. I thought every show had something unique and something fun with it. Like something happened just about every night. Good happened. You
Yeah.
know, like there was one night we had someone dressed up as an Oompa Loompa. and I that was the face I made where Wes's eyes lit up. I did too. I was like, wow, this girl is like orange face, white eyebrows.
Committed. Are you sure it wasn't a
wig.
Donald Trump outfit?
No. It was Oompa Loompa.
Okay.
And it had the shorts and socks and everything. So I was like, okay, I got you. So
Yeah.
when I start picking up ladies, I picked her up and I sang the Oompa Loompa song, but then changed the lyrics to Count Varney. And had everything rhyme. I felt like what Wayne Brady from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I mean, it was
That's
on the
perfect.
spot.
That's
and
awesome.
I heard the crowd erupted, but I heard the cast backstage laughing because they thought, "Did you know her? Did you know she was there?" I said,
Yeah.
I don't know who she was. I just saw her in the first act and went, "I'm coming after that Oompa."
Right.
And then we had
use
another
that one.
little old lady who was really old. They brought her. She wasn't paying attention, and I have a line where I'm, "Cast your eyes upon me, ladies and gentlemen." So, I'm about to turn. And she was just kind of out there in no man's land. And I kept yelling at her, "Hey, yo, cast your eyes upon me. Listen to me, old woman." And then everyone starts laughing. And then her daughter, who's 80 or whatever, was like, "Mom, let's talk to you." And she turned around and she just gave me this biggest, like, "Hi." And she kind of waved.
Oh,
It was
man.
the funniest thing. There was another guy called Clyde one night. And his name was Clyde. The guy had no energy when I was interacting with him. So, of course, I picked on him. The entire
Even
time.
more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my years at 3C, if they've taught the Cards, Coins, Collectibles, if it's taught me anything, it's taught me if it's bothering them, you go hard. You go hard on them.
And if they're mad, you go harder.
You shake
That's
it.
right.
Just keep.
You shake the carcass.
Now, the very last show, there was a woman that I would say a line, and I would be right behind her, and she'd jump because she never saw me coming. Well, she was getting really angry, so of course I kept doing it. And then she told her husband, "Do not let him do that again." So her husband had to keep an eye out for me, and when I tried to come up, he'd nudge her, and she'd see me. Well, during the big reveal, everyone's eyes were on one of the wives, and I just got right up next to her. The husband didn't even see me, and I yelled at my list, and she jumped. I said, "Oh, can it? We all know it was you. And you're just as mad as this woman is at her husband for not warning her that I was right behind her the whole time." And Mikey from Saturday Morning Sand Flange was at the show.
Nice.
And he said he almost fell out of his chair because he said, "Matt, you didn't see it. That lady was so pissed." He said, "I thought she was about to get up and leave." And sure enough, right after the show's over, she got up and stormed out the door. And I said, "Bye-bye," and walked away. And then I talked to her. Yeah, I said hello to her husband, who was just like, "Oh, man,
She's like this,
you know.
man. You know.
But she was angry as I'll get it. And Mikey thought that was the most hilarious thing, that I did not let up on her. And that last time, she was extremely pissed at him.
Well, good. I'm feeling like you relied on good training.
It was fun. That was fun times. But yeah, we had one drunk guy interrupt the show in the middle. I mean, toward the end, and then just leave.
Well,
Okay.
on the night that we were there, the table to the behind us, I just thought they were part of the show, and I'm like, when do they stop talking? I thought they were they came in late. I don't know if you're even. I mean, you had
I
to have
heard
noticed.
about them, but they were quiet during my scenes, so I didn't.
Yeah, you know,
I heard
that's
they
a
were
good
very
point.
disruptive during
I guess.
the other.
Oh
scenes.
yeah. I thought this. I figured he knew him. Bob
I knew
Hill
one of
type
them.
people.
One of them.
Oh, of course. Grew up with him probably.
No.
Riser.
And to be honest, I'll be honest, I was this close to bringing you and her together in a skit, but I believe Robin and I thought you'd been picked on enough.
Thank you.
I don't agree. He loves to. What are you looking at my ear?
I had a great idea, but I did hear they were very annoying. But the thing is, they didn't do that to me. And the thing is, when a table's annoying, you put them on the spot. You're supposed to do that in dinner thing. You just put, hey, but hush it when you're gonna stop. And like it happened. I don't know if in y'all show, but someone was talking during mine. I said, "I'm sorry. Did you want to get up and talk?" I thought it
Nice.
was my turn. It's my castle, but you go ahead. No, please. We're all listening. Shh, everyone, listen to what.
Oh yeah, make it
You know,
super.
I think I
awkward.
remember you saying that.
Did I? It was. The
And then
table
somebody
right in
got up and
front.
got a drink, and you said, "This is a night time to get a drink,
Yeah,
but go ahead."
That's
No,
what's
please,
fun
go ahead.
though. Yeah,
One
that's
time
awesome.
I called someone out for going to the bathroom. Really? You got to go now? Right now? What if I identified the killer? No. Go pee pee. He was walking off. Yes, he'll be okay. Don't jump in. Or whatever. And then again he got up for a second time. I was like, oh, again? I said, again? How much are you drinking? Whatever. Well, then I felt a little bit bad because I didn't know he was an older man. Did he have bladder issues and whatnot? And then, of course, someone in the audience guessed it was him and said, who was it? The man with the small bladder.
Nice.
I don't know.
Somebody else
I don't
noticed
know. He
it.
may be picking on him, but he was fine. Everyone was fine. And there was a great crowd every night.
There was an older
so much
couple in the
fun.
front on the night we were there, and they had to, when he was relaying to his wife what was going on, that was kind of funny. You kind of
Yeah.
messed them a little bit. That was fun.
Yeah.
Watching Wes squirm, that's always a blast.
That
and
was
then, but
super fun.
whoever
When you
did
made
the
me
makeup,
stand up, that was very
oh
embarrassing.
yeah, oh
So
yeah.
what?
When you made me stand up, it was very
Oh, I was
embarrassing.
going to make you stand up. That was going to happen.
Whoever did the makeup on y'all,
You're
Oh.
automatically targeted. We had
Oh, yeah.
the sound girl.
so
who did the
good.
makeup.
It looks so good on everybody.
Yeah, Sydney is her name. Sydney does. I didn't talk about her last time, but Sydney was great. I actually wrote her a little letter and just thanked her because the people who worked, she did a lot of the decorations. She did all the costumes. She did makeup. She was there first. She left last. I mean, she just poured her heart and soul into the
Yeah,
whole
man.
thing. And when you do that, guess what? You're not getting the claps like we are. You're not getting the laughter. You're not getting the appreciation.
Yeah.
You're just some girl that plays music in a corner.
Right.
And they don't know who you are.
Right.
And sure, at the end, Brandy says, and thank you, Sydney, for doing this. But the thing is, though, Sydney did everything, and the show wouldn't have been half as good without her. And that's what I wrote one letter, and it went to her, because she was the one that, it's hard being backstage, and you don't get in, you do all the work.
Not a lot of validation.
But you're not out there taking the bows.
Yeah.
And getting
Right.
the laughter, and everyone wanting to take the picture with you.
Well, somebody's got to keep the lights and,
so-
sound running. So
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
get back there and do it.
appreciate your role, but I appreciate it. I've done it before, but I want to make sure that she
Oh, it was
felt
legit,
appreciated.
man.
So
I'm telling you, it looked really good.
she got. There's the only one, and I think the rest of the cast. I think the cast knows I appreciate them too. But I wanted to single her out because it's the people who go unnoticed, and
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of sucks. This was her first time, and I think she was. I don't know what she was expecting, but the thing is, though, she was underappreciated. She was.
Well, I have some questions too.
Oh, so what?
I have some questions. So, by doing this and you haven't done it in so long, has it reinvigorated, or do you feel like
No,
it was
I don't.
good to put my
It was-
jersey on one more time?
It was fun. It's something that you have to choose to dedicate a lot of time to this, and I don't want to do that anymore. I enjoy it. I love every minute of it, but I've got better stuff to do. And of course, if it's worth my while, absolutely, worth my while meaning pay. You have to direct and write for it to do it. I made plenty of money when I was doing it for Murder Served. People know this. I've said it on the channel. I made $1,000 per show. That was directing and writing. And so each one of those $1,000 bought me all of these West End Games Star Wars role-playing books that were hard to track down, and I got them all. And I got them all for basically free. I just kept doing scripts and directing and stuff. And that was worth my time, plus the old crowd I was with. This new crowd is fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that I kind of miss, and I told this to Mikey, I said I just kind of miss the old team.
The old crew.
Because back in the day, everyone we would have just been able to, and I'm not, the ladies did a great job, but improv is hard. It's hard to do improv right then and there. But there were times when Benjamin even had someone just walking in front of him and everything. I was like, I would stop the show and say, please take your seat. I mean, just single him out.
Yeah.
But Benjamin he didn't know what to do and just kept saying his lines. And then I called him out. I called the walker out. That may have been the guy getting the drink that night. I don't remember.
I thought it was some.
But it happened a
It's some of
couple
the
of times.
yeah. It was some odd times for the
told-
guys to walk over to the ice chest.
Well,
I mean,
a couple of times in your show, but
Yeah.
maybe in other shows too. It happened a couple of times. And I told Mikey, I said that would never have happened with us. We would have just gone
hone
off
in
book,
on them. Yeah.
honed in, done a whole skit on it, and then zipped flawlessly right back into the scene. And I'm not saying they're bad for not knowing how to do that. That's fine. But it's just a different time.
Correct.
And there were changes made to the script. You guys didn't know, but I knew. There were changes made to the script. I worked really hard rewriting the script, and to have 1/5 of it, maybe 1/6 of it, changed,
Oh wow.
kind of sucked. But to give full reference, Benjamin asked if he could change some things. Yeah, I gave him permission. And this was also a kind of a, what's it called? It was a lesson in patience, because I don't want to run the show. It's my script. and you're going off book and your line isn't funny, or this line does not tie, it needs to tie into the previous joke. There are some jokes that went really flat that if they would have said it the right way, it
Could have
would
been
spoiled.
Yeah.
There were some decisions that were made, and props and decorations and just characterizations that went south of my script. Not that who knows, my script's better, but I wrote it. I wrote it for a particular reason, and I didn't see certain things get over like I wanted them to. Certain jokes got buried.
So he was the direct. So he did the.
He was the director. Now again, I
Okay.
gave him. Full
Yeah.
permission to do this. And so I was telling Megan every night, I said, it's rough not saying anything.
Yeah.
But I can't, because this is a good thing, teach me patience and everything, and that's fine. But I'd love to do the show again one day with my intended script.
Well, that's my question. So that being said, do you see yourself doing that again in the next 5 years?
That's a hard question. Maybe if the opportunity pops up.
Would you want to be in the same capacity that you did now, or would you take less of a role?
I would like to direct it. I was never meant to play Count Varney.
Right.
The story goes, I think everyone knows this, but Benjamin said he was worried about getting guys at that time, because guys are generally harder to find, especially since there was so much going on theater-wise at the same time. And I said, well, if you can't find anyone, I'll do one of the roles. So he said, Count Varney? I said, sure. And when auditions came, they had some guy they had a few guys that couldn't play the role, but they had one guy who I thought did a pretty good job. So I just texted Benjamin right then and there and said, hey, forfeit my role then. Give it to this guy. This guy is awesome. This is who you should give it to. And he ended up not giving it to him and just decided he wanted me in it, which is fine. But again, it wasn't meant to be my role, you know? So I didn't have a problem doing it, but I'd probably direct it if given a second shot.
All right, easy question. What was your most enjoyable part?
I love interacting with everyone, so probably interacting with everyone in between the acts. Any ad-lib moments are fun. Interacting with the crowd, that was really fun. And of course, I'm happy to hear laughter when I'm off stage too. I'm happy to hear laughter off stage. I didn't, me personally, me being me, I didn't feel like I wanted to star in a play I wrote. I didn't like that image. You know, I wrote this and I gave myself the main lead, and I made myself director too. I don't. Some people do that, and that's fine. That's just not me. So you know, it's a team effort there, and I think everyone else did great too. I mean, the play really flows. So I was happy that people enjoyed it. Was the thing. I was happy that people enjoyed it, and the changes made didn't ruin the show. It's just just not the show that I originally had envisioned. But that's fine. You know, the main important thing is, did everyone enjoy it? And yes. Resoundingly yes. We had a lot of people say a lot of positive things about it. Benjamin really loved it. At the last show, he got teared up over it. He thought it was a great moment, and I'm happy for him.
All right, so the other question would be...
Keep going. I guess I don't get to ask one.
No, you get to ask
you get
one.
one question.
When can I ask my question? And
When the ball drops. So my question is... If you were asked to do a play again, what would be your role? Like someone said, I want you to be in a play. You can choose to either be creative, in front of the camera. What would you want?
Great question. It depends on what the show is. Jekyll and Hyde, I'm in it. Guaranteed. No money involved, I'm in it. That was a fun show to do the first time. I'll do it again. How to Succeed, I was starring in before COVID hit. It's never going to happen again. No one's ever... I was pulling teeth with the board of the Strauss Theater to get that thing to go on stage the first time. It would never happen again, so I'm giving up on that one. Even though I did get the role, we just didn't get to do the show. And I don't think there's very few shows I'd want to be in, very few, that I don't think they would do here.
Okay.
And then other than that, though, if I was to direct something that I wrote, that would be fun. Out of the two remaining unpublished shows that we haven't done, I actually did put myself in side roles in those, because Mikey was gonna direct those.
Okay.
And me and Mikey work well together. We're on the same page on a lot of stuff. So
Gotcha.
But I mean, it just depends. It just depends. I don't know. It would have to be my own dinner theater. Not to be mean, but I would want to work for myself.
I understand creative control.
Yeah, I'd kind of want that, and I would never hold auditions. But that's a detriment though, because you hold auditions, you wouldn't have found certain people.
You have your vision. It's okay.
Yeah, but I have a certain idea and vision. But it was fun. It was fun overall, fun to do.
How about your questions?
All right.
I have.
Oh, we're out of time though.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
I totally understand.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm bringing my question back for the next time.
You should. We'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.